Now that I'm a little bit clueless about. But I'll get to some of the conversation we had later. Then he says, these Drake bots are the nation of Drizlam. The bots trying to fade me. He says, stream the album or I'm going to be a bot, your choice. And he says, I'm not mad. I'm at my son's basketball game. They was hooping and they won. Figured I'd fade some bots. Still grateful. A bot can never make me ungrateful. Fuck y'all thought. Okay. Now, I'm probably reading a more aggressive tone than he probably would want it to be read in, because I talked to him and he was in a joking, jovial mood, like he wasn't mad. But I'm going to be honest with you. On the outset, or when I first thought when I saw this, I said, oh, this was the first public misstep I've seen from people who identify or who seem to be associated with Kendrick. I was like, oh, it's a first, like, I know y'all might be like, oh, well, what about Schoolboy Q thing? Well, he just reacted, like, this felt like this was a spiraling. I was like, Now, granted, the thing with Kendrick keeps everything close to home. We don't know what he thinks. We don't know where he's at. When I seen this, I said, that's interesting. Also, usually when people, it's easy to identify someone spiraling when you see them clearly making up theories. When you say album sales are a form of white supremacy.
What does this got to do with Kendrick? What does Mustard tweeting about his album got to do with Kendrick? Is Mustard signed with TDE? Is I know he produced a song, but I mean, what does that guy do with anything? They just made a song. Keep it moving, keep it pushing. That don't mean what DJ Mustard tweets about on his Twitter somehow that relates to Kendrick. It has nothing to do with Kendrick. So what is you talking about? They have no affiliation other than business. Hey, send me a beat. Okay, I'm a rap over it. The fuck? Like, this is desperation right here. He is desperate. He's trying to make something connect that's not even there. Like, what? Stop, act, bro. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing.
That seems like you're losing it. When you say Drake is the Malcolm X of white people, that makes it seem like you're blaming Drake. And then when
what does that got to do with Kendrick?
You say, well, Ak, you better post Gordo sales because Drake made him drop the same day as me. It now feels like you're teetering the point of delusionality.
You trying to tell someone that they're delusional. Academics, you trying to tell someone that they're delusional? Okay.
Then you continue these Drake bots. Now, the first and foremost thing, again, I spoke to him, so I'll get into that. Here's my thoughts. Is Mustard doing 18K? I'm not saying it's amazing. Do I think it's like super bad? No. Again, I'm gonna keep telling everybody who went on stage, none of y'all will get a hot song or will sell one record more. Actually, I believe everybody who went on stage with Kendrick will only sell less. You realize that Kendrick and Drake, the guys who have the biggest fan base in hip hop, just divided their fans. There used to be fans of Kendrick that like Drake, fans of Drake that like Kendrick. When people beef, yes, there's attention to the whole thing, but a lot of times fans now start to hate on the other side. So you have Kendrick fans who are hoping that everything associated with Drake fails, Drake fans that hope that everything associated with Kendrick fans fail. So here's the thing. Will it matter for Kendrick? No. Will it matter for Drake? No. Who will it matter for? It's going to matter for the people who feel like people have picked a side. By the way, and this is my opinion, I think that's why Yachty don't be all the way on Drake's side. Bro, you know me telling Yachty could have just said, man, fuck. Be like, listen, I rock with Kendrick, nothing against him, but nigga, I'm not bumping no Kendrick. I'm Team Drake, nigga. I'm rocking whatever Drake doing. Like that nigga, man, we worked on an amazing project in the last 18 months. Like, yo, I'm Team Drake. You don't even got to say nothing like violent. Just like, yo, I'm Team Drake. He plays it pretty political. Why? Because again, this is politics. You want to be an independent. The fans for both sides can still fuck with you. Mustard, you're in the video. Of course, you produce the beat. Do an interview about it. You're on stage having a set. You're on Team Kendrick. This is like politics now. So I do believe that probably costed him some sales. Because I'm watching how fans are moving. Drake fans want everything around Kendrick to fail. And Kendrick fans want everything around Drake to fail. So maybe that cost him some sales. And that's what I point out to the middle order guys. When y'all got involved in this, remember, there's nobody on Drake's side that has been like, oh, I'm just on Drake's side. And they're going to be like, they kind of either just went low, disappeared. 21 Savage been overseas longer than he spent in the UK. We haven't seen 21 Savage in years. That's my guy. I'm joking on that one. We haven't seen 21 in years, my nigga. Right? You feel what I'm saying? Stayed out. Everybody else on the West, for the most part, they was crip walking. They was there. So I do believe it's hurt these guys. I think that Mustard lost a little bit of sales. Not a lot. Maybe 3,000 people, 5,000 people.
No, I don't trust this nigga. He's speaking too much with his hands. I don't like that. Yeah. Have y'all seen me talk like the way that he got his hand set up, and he just, I don't know, something about his wrist is just very disturbing. Is it just me? See, I be catching on to something. I don't like the way that he got his wrist. Like, I feel like he about to say period, point poo. Period, point boo. Like, I don't like this going on right here. You know, I don't know, something.
And this is what I always used to say about this about Nicki Minaj when it comes to female beef. Nicki Minaj fans only like Nicki Minaj. Let me say it again. Nicki Minaj fans, Barbs, only like Nicki Minaj. And those fans only support someone when Nicki explicitly says it. Yo, go support JT for this one project right now. Any other time, come back to me, I'll tell you what to do. That's Kendrick fans. A lot of people, I believe, indulge in the moment. Now, I'm not talking about Mustard. Mustard did what he's supposed to do. That's why I'm so surprised about this. Brother, you produced a song that you should own half the publishing that's going to go diamond. Not like us is going to go diamond. Nigga, if I was Mustard, this is why I can't understand his explanation. Brother, I would be like, nigga, fuck the sales of my album. Nigga, I got a song that's going to go diamond. That's how I would respond to it. By the way, he told me yesterday he's actually independent. I didn't know he was independent. So, like, for me, I was like, bro, if I had a song that's
18,000 for independent, I think that's pretty good.
It's the biggest song in hip hop maybe for the last 2-3 years. You think I'll be feeling bad about no goddamn album sales? Nigga, I'm the producer. The people who I think should be worried are those other people who didn't produce a song, who just showed up on stage to show up on stage.
Bro, what is he talking about?
Back to,
do y'all even follow? What is he talking about? I don't.
The Nicki fan comparison.
What is he nigga talking about?
For everybody on the West Coast, Kendrick fans aren't West Coast fans. That might be tough to comprehend, but I'm gonna break it down. A lot of people looked at the moment, and I kept hearing people saying the moment. The moment. Now, they also say the moment a different way. Oh, it brought everybody together. I haven't seen any byproduct of people coming together. It's like saying that, oh, yeah, we just did a march or did a protest, but everybody go home and go back to doing the same shit. Nothing changed. I don't know what the togetherness moment did. It was a cool moment. It was a great moment, actually, but I don't know what the result of it was. But let's keep down that path. I believe some of the people who indulged primarily indulged because they felt that some of the byproduct of being on the side that said West Coast or Kendrick, it was going to be a trickle-down effect. Kendrick is doing phenomenal numbers, blowing it out the park right now. But I think a lot of people said, well, yeah, them same fans going to kind of come to us too, right? Nope. That's something people don't realize. The majority of people who made this moment big ain't fans of even West Coast music. They're fans of Kendrick Lamar. What have I said in criticism about the West Coast? I keep saying the West Coast, they have a innate problem that a lot of shit is popping on the West, but it's only on the West. Kendrick is an international artist. And let me also tell y'all this, because I've heard like a radio personality say this. If Kendrick makes West Coast or Bay Area sounding music, I'm going to be honest with you, they won't go listen to Bay Area sounding artists. Nah. They're going to listen to Kendrick Lamar and go right back to Bossman D-Lo in Future and go listen back to Drake. That's what y'all don't realize. Let me use another fan base. It's Eminem's fan base. That's Kendrick Lamar. Eminem fan base are some fans that don't listen to no hip hop. But Eminem. Dude, it's the death of the shady. They go listen to that shit.
Wait, what? He said Kendrick Lamar fans are not fans of hip hop. They just listen to Kendrick Lamar. Hold on. I gotta replay this. What? Wait.
They have an innate problem that a lot of shit is popping on the West, but it's only on the West. Kendrick is an international artist. And let me also tell y'all this, because I've heard like a radio personality say this. If Kendrick makes West Coast or Bay Area sounding music, I'm going to be honest with you, they won't go listen to Bay Area sounding artists. Nah. They're going to listen to Kendrick Lamar and go right back to Bossman D-Lo in Future and go listen back to Drake. That's what y'all don't realize. Let me use another fan base. It's Eminem's fan base. That's Kendrick Lamar. Eminem fan base are some fans that don't listen to no hip hop. But Eminem. Dude, it's the death of the shady. They go listen to that shit. And right when Spotify says we're now going to suggest not like us, they said, Let's get back to our rock music, back to our country. Yeah, what the fuck? Let's get out of here. We're not listening to hip hop. We listen to Kendrick. No, we listen to Eminem. That's what Kendrick fans a lot are.
That literally has to be the dumbest shit Akademiks has said. See, this is how you know he got to be on payroll. This is how you know he got to be on payroll. Like I said, either Drake is financing him or he's fucking him. Allegedly. But the dumb shit that he says, like, this is one of those moments where you're like, okay, yeah, he's definitely on the payroll. Because you're literally describing Drake's audience. You know that, right? You're literally describing Drake's audience. They may not be fans of hip hop, but they just listen to completely Drake. That's literally Drake's audience. I don't know. It's like projection at its finest. You know, saying that somebody is this when it's actually you. It's projection at its finest. If we just want to talk about, you know, which fan base is more into hip hop, I would definitely give the nod to Kendrick's fan base. I would definitely give Kendrick Lamar's fan base that is more in tune with the hip hop culture than Drake's. Yeah, this is, yeah. Either he's financing, Drake got to be financing this nigga or fucking this nigga, man. I'm going to keep saying that. Allegedly, jokingly, right? Jokingly. But, man, like, the stuff that he says is like, come on, man. What are you talking about? You're literally describing Drake's fan base. Projection, man.